welcome to our video. I'm Ashley.
It's Ty.
And today we're going to talk about our recent trip to
Barbados.
If you click this video, you might be interested in traveling to Barbados soon. So in this video, we're going to talk about things you could expect, some excursions we did, and what we thought, our overall opinion.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll continue to deliver good content to y'all.
Okay, so first we're going to talk about what you can expect when you're traveling to Barbados. You know, due to COVID, there's a lot of restrictions and, procedures that you have to do to come into the country just to make sure everyone is safe and, following safety procedures for COVID. Okay, so first we're going to talk about what you can expect while you're actually coming into Barbados or traveling. So we're just going to talk about that so you can be prepared and you can have a smooth, easy entry,
Well, at the time in November, we had to get a PCR test 3 days before the international flight. Prior to that, you need 2 dosages of the COVID vaccine. And we needed to download this app called BIMSafe. And I think it's like a Barbados app.
Yeah, it's specifically for Barbados. So you can have all your paperwork together in one place, so they see the information, your COVID results, your vaccine, where you're staying, all the typical information they've been asking since the COVID. It's all in one app, so when you come in, you can just show them, and it makes the process way faster and smoother. When you arrive, you receive different colored wristbands.
They give you either a green wristband, a yellow wristband, an orange wristband, and a red wristband. And each one means a different level of at risk for COVID. So we arrived and got a green wristband, so we didn't have to quarantine at all.
We received the green one because we received both of our dosages, our vaccine dosages, and we also tested negative for our COVID test.
Right, and that all scheduled to change depending on when you watch this video.
So be sure to visit the national government website to get the most up-to-date information on whether or not it's safe to travel there at the moment and what are the requirements to travel and if they will require you to quarantine it for how long.
We recommend getting a car to move around Barbados.
It makes it much easier.
It was definitely a great experience. It's my first time driving on the right side of the steering wheel. So it was a journey.
It was a adjustment period for sure. So the view was amazing. They had giant rocks. It was honestly a little bit scary.
It was hollow caves. It was like waves crashing in. Huge eroded rocks. And a breathtaking view of the Caribbean Sea.
It is difficult to get there depending on what part of the island you're staying on if you don't have a car. So keep that in mind. Even if you want to rent a car just for a day to travel to these locations, it would be better to just do it for one day.
We stayed at the Hilton in Bridgetown. It's a nice resort, and right on the water, right outside the hotel is
the beach.
The beach, beautiful, and that's pretty much what the capital of Barbados, Bridgetown. So Friday night at Oystons is a thing in Barbados where every Friday there's a part of the town that throws like a big barbecue pretty much.
Yeah, it's like a market,
Yeah.
There was music playing. Everyone had their stores open, selling their good food, their little accessories, jewelries. Great place to get souvenirs, some good food, and drinks.
It's fairly cheap. $1 is worth 2 Bajan dollars. You could get away with a lot of food or a lot of drinks, and you barely broke bank.
We should definitely recommend get some drinks, be with the locals, just hang out, Yeah, you ask them where to go, what they like to do, recommendations for restaurants and stuff like that. It's always good to talk to the people. And I want to say that most people accepted American dollars too. So that's a thing, which makes it super easy. So one of the places we went was Blush Cafe. It was super good.
It was good.
It's a vibe. I would suggest making a reservation because, baby, when I tell you that cafe was packed.
We had like strawberry cream cheese stuffed croissant French toast, something like that, with coconut shavings on it.
Then we had the tacos.
Oh yeah, the fish tacos.
That was good.
Me and Ash went out to like a local, young 20 bar called Influencer Bar. They have food there too. Their food was pretty good. They had good music. We sat outside. It was a good crowd of people, young, early 20s, maybe mid 20s, and I got a free birthday shot. So big ups to them.
For this, we went and saw some monkeys.
Monkeys.
What was it called?
Just look up the Barbados National Reserve Park. One of my favorite animals is monkeys. And I've never been, well, actually, we have been up that close to a monkey before.
When?
And in Myrtle Beach. We went to the Myrtle Beach Safari.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been close to monkeys, but
not in this type of setting.
Yeah, not this free. And it's super cheap, y'all.
Yeah, how much was it?
I think we paid like $15 each.
That's not bad at all.
And we got to stay there for as
the
long
whole
as we
day,
like.
Yeah. During feeding time is when they go nuts.
Yep.
That's when all the animals come out, and that's when you can like actually interact with them.
It was better than a zoo. So our next topic is for our under the sea adventurers. We have a Ariel right in the flesh.
Oh my god. So we went scuba diving. We went on Travel Advisor, and one of the things we saw was the scuba diving. They were really patient, taking their time, showing us how to just relax and like float so we could be able to explore. They brought us by the shipwreck and we got to see some turtles.
So here are our essentials that you must have on a trip. Bring 2 charging cables for your phone or device.
And also bring a portable charger, so if your phone dies when you're out, you always have that for a backup.
Bring a beach towel. If you want to go lay in the sand or the grass, you need somewhere to lay, you have your beach towel.
If you travel international, sometimes the data could be expensive, and you can download the map wherever you're going when you're using Wi-Fi, and then when you turn it on airplane mode or turn off the data, you'll still be able to look at the maps.
Neither of us had service at one point on the island, and we were still able to drive around, use Google Maps without having any service. You definitely want to bring some sunshades to protect your eyes.
And sunscreen too to protect your skin. I would also say to bring an Amazon Prime stick. I like to watch Netflix and YouTube videos mostly, so that comes in so clutch. Just bring your stick. You could watch your regular scheduled program. Okay.
You definitely want to make sure you not only have credit cards and debit cards, but cash. Cash is king. It gets you far. People prefer the cash on the island, as we've seen.
Having cash just makes it better, especially if you're in a place where you have to converge, like there's a conversion rate that you have to pay. So just making sure you take out a decent amount of money so you don't have to keep paying or getting charged extra money every time you use your debit card, credit card. Do within reason of your budget. You also want to make sure you bring the waterproof phone cases, because if you're going to an island, you're going to the beach, you might want to make sure you get some nice footage, some nice photos, or just in case you get a text. You can never be too safe. Those phones are expensive nowadays. You want to make sure you keep them safe and protected.
Yeah. When we go on trips, I make sure to bring my whole kit. In my kit, I have a DSLR, a Canon DSLR. I have a GoPro. I have a DJI drone, and I have a bunch of lenses.
So we talk about some of the things that you could expect. We talked about our experiences and what we did. So now I just want to talk about some things we might want to do differently if we go again. One of the things we would recommend is to go during crop over. It will be more active during that time of year. So I would love to experience that.
If we could do it again, is go out and support local Black-owned businesses.
When you go somewhere, you always want to support the local businesses. You don't want to go to the fast food chains or the stuff that you can get back home. You want to experience a local food or local businesses.
A local spot right down the street from us at our hotel was a food cart.
A food truck. He was famous too. He been on like TV channels and stuff.
And they are specializing in their local sandwich called a cutter sandwich, which is just like a piece of fish between like
just not
a hamburger
just,
bun.
Don't put it. Don't play it down.
And a thick piece of cheese if you like cheese.
They got that
and a
sauce.
piece of lettuce. It was good though.
Just say like that. It was good.
It was really good.
It's a fish sandwich. You could have cheese. This guy had like different sauces and stuff. It was good. I bought one with me back home. That was the last place I ate before the airport, and I definitely ordered an extra one to bring back home with me, okay? Because that was good. We also did while we were driving around was we listened to the local radio instead of listening to our music the whole time. We definitely tuned in, and we went during their National Independence Day, so we got to hear some of the conversations they were having. They were talking about becoming a republic and like being separated from the Queen. So that was interesting conversations that they were having. Like, what does it mean for Barbados to be a republic? It is all about immersing yourself into the culture. So after hearing about our experience in Barbados and hearing what we had to say, would you like to travel to Barbados? Let us know.
Or if you don't feel like Barbados is the island for you, where would you go next? Let us know in the comments.
And if you've been to Barbados before already and you have some tips and tricks and suggestions, let us know too. I mean, everyone could benefit from hearing each other's experiences. Thanks for watching. Boom, boom, boom. Strong.